Today I'm gonna show you 10 tips that might fix your PC problem. Let's start with number 1.
Mom, Dad, give me vodka.
Never mind, I was just yawning. Do you have a good graphics card and it gets overheated easily, even when you're playing less GPU demanding games? Here's what you can try to solve this problem. For Nvidia cards, assuming that the GeForce Experience is already installed in your PC, press Alt plus Z to open GeForce Experience overlay, select performance and head over to this portion over here and set the power to maximum like 100%. Now here put the temperature target to like around 69 degrees centigrade around that, and put the fan speed to automatic to manual. Now here you need to play around with this number. If you're normally browsing and using your PC or simply like recording or kind of stuff, make it 50. That works the best. Now if you're playing Valorant or medium graphics demanding games, put it to 69. Or if you're streaming or like rendering in Blender and high graphics demanding games, put it to 80. As I'm recording it right now and just normal load, normal pressure, I'm gonna put it around 55 to like 56, and just hit apply. And you can see my temperature is 36 degrees centigrade. Now the automatic version is kind of glitched, so if I had not put it to manual, it would have been 40 plus degrees centigrade. On the other hand, if you have a AMD card, go to your Radeon software and from there you can control your fan speed and other stuff. With that being said, let's move on to the second one. So you have a laptop and it's being laggy and stuttery these days. Simply go to the Windows search bar, search for run, and open the run app, or else you can press Windows plus R to open the run, and then simply type there %tmp percent and simply click OK. That should open the file called temp file. So these are temporary files, which is like kind of junk files. So select that, Ctrl A to select all, and shift delete to delete them permanently. Click yes. Click the skip button to ignore some files which are already in use. Once you delete most of them, your laptop will perform a bit faster than before. If you're doing this for the first time, please comment how many junk file you had. Now the next one is for the people who have a monitor or a screen of more than 60 Hz, like 144 Hz or something like that, but you didn't even bother yourself to find out in which refresh rate you're running. For Nvidia, simply go to the Microsoft Store, search for a software called Nvidia Control. I have already installed this software in my PC, so I'm gonna just go to the Windows search bar and then search for the software, and I'm gonna open this software, Nvidia Control Panel. And once you open this software, you have to go to the change resolution settings out of the software, and now from there you have to select your native resolution. For me it's 1K 1920 by 1080, and right beside that you will find the option of refresh rate. For me, my monitor supports up to 165 Hz, so I can see 165 Hz. For you it's gonna be different. Just make sure you're using the feature you already paid for. And for the overclock nerds, do not overclock your monitor. Now moving on, if you use Ethernet and you have a fluctuation issues and you have a stuttering issues, just simply search for Control Panel and open Control Panel and select Network and Sharing Center. Now once you select it, select Ethernet and then come to this window over here and select Properties, and from here we have to configure this Ethernet in such a way that it will not gonna lose any power. So select Configure, and then this will come to this window over here and go to Advanced, and make sure that these settings are like this. Now if you are going through some network fluctuation issues, just take your time and put these settings in your Ethernet settings, because I used to have a very bad network fluctuation issues. My stream used to cut in the middle, which was totally frustrating and annoying. So you can try these settings. It worked for me, I'm telling from my experience. So just give it a shot. For some people it might work and can be a game changer, but for some people it might be their ISP problem and it will not gonna work. So it's worth giving a shot. Yeah, listen to the music. But what else I can say, this part, like oh shit, what can I do a voiceover in here? Like, come on, man. Just put the settings right. Like, if I try to explain this, the video will be longer, so I'm not explaining in here. Maybe if you request, then I'll make a separate video on this Ethernet thing. So once you're done with your advanced settings, just simply go to the drivers and make sure your drivers are up to date. For me, this is an old driver, it works just fine, so I use that still. Now simply go to the power management section of this thing and make sure this box is unchecked. Now when we go to the next one, I guess everybody knows that if you have a problem with the booting time or something like that, simply right click, go to the task manager, select the startup, and you can see a bunch of software interfering with your booting time and slowing down your booting speed. Just all you need to do is simply identify the softwares which are being automatically turned on by your Windows startup and simply select it, disable it, and enable some software which you want it to be, and that may drastically improve your booting time. Now if your microphone is picking up only a mono input, just simply click on the sound, open sound settings, and go to the sound control panel, and once you click it, it will trigger a window like this. Simply go to the recording, select your mic. For me, I'm gonna select analog 1+2 because I'm using Focusrite with an XLR microphone. Just select it and simply go to the advanced settings and simply select it to 1 channel 24-bit. You can go with 1 channel 16-bit. Just select it to the 1 channel, so that will take the input as a stereo. Now moving on to the next one, I guess a lot of people already know that. Guess what's going wrong here? While you're pressing the arrow keys in your keyboard, it's registering WASD. So basically, it just swapped with the WASD key. So basically, all I need to do is simply press function plus W, and that will swap those keys back. Now when you're gonna type WASD, it will register WASD, and when you're gonna use the arrow key, it will register the work of the arrow key. Now sometimes it can be very frustrating. If you have a ARGB component in your PC, have you ever tried to control it through software like Mystic Light by MSI like this? After I built my PC, it was not even working for like 1 year, and I was so confused why it was not working. So basically all you need to do is that you have to connect your RGB fan cable to the RGB header of your motherboard, not to the other ports. So once you successfully manage to connect your RGB cable of your fan directly to the RGB header in your motherboard, which supports the software control level light like Mystic Lights or Aura Sync, you can able to control them through their software from your PC without touching and just opening the case. So when they built the PC, that was not my fault, that was their fault that they haven't connected to the RGB header like that, and I realized it after 1 year, and so I'm just sharing my experience with you in that point. So you guys use Windows 10, right? Do you use game mode? Just simply go to the Windows and search for option called game mode settings, and simply select the game mode settings and make sure you turn on the game mode if you want to play a game. That helps a lot. It just controls the priority of the apps, and let other apps do not interfere with that. You can also turn on this hardware accelerated GPU scheduling, whatever. Which leads us to the final point. Have you ever wondered, you open the task manager, you can see 100% CPU usage, and you're worried about it? Just don't worry. Just sometimes it happens because of the Windows updating the background. So just simply go to the Windows search bar and search for some update and security like that, and simply open the update and security, and if it's updating something, it will show you 100% usage. Don't need to worry about that. Otherwise, try to be worried about that. I don't know. Do the Windows update and you'll be fine. So that's the sort of video about 10 possible fixes for your annoying problems. Fuck. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. See you in the next video. Till then, good night, good luck, stay human. Man, it's already 2.27. What the point? It's already 2:27 a.m. at the night. I can't even read the thing. I need some sleep. Yeah. Good night.
sold to our son vodka.
I mean, he's big.